kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Washington's offense will go to work first. And we'll get a quick look at one of the early leaders for the Heisman. Winning the award as a running back certainly demands something beyond the normal. He's going to have to put together a stellar season, David.
No, he will. And listen, it's hard for running backs to get this award now. It is a quarterback award, but recent years, Ashton Jeanty, you saw him there. But you got to be the catalyst. You got to be the straw that stirs the drink. You got to put up huge numbers. So far, Palmer, he's been a catalyst. He's been great. He's just going to have to keep it going.
And his numbers are pretty good now. I think they have a chance to get even better. When you look at the schedule moving it.
Breaks into the open. He rolls all the way up to the 40-yard line before going out of bounds in this running game, making an impact. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Using the quick game.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Made a defender miss. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. The Huskies love these backs that can churn up yardage like a Corey Dillon and Napoleon Kaufman used to do.
Yeah, just guys that you can depend on, guys you can hand it to and know you're going to get really, really good production. Then what does that do? It opens up the whole up.
Oh, there's an alley on the left. Touchdown, Washington. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
And when you run these screenplays, you're trying to get your playmaker the ball in space, and what a great job. They get it to the running.
And he closes the ball deep in his own end. And the defense jumps on it, they get that turnover. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll run it from the gun. Got some room, heading to the goal line. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Huskies.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On the move from inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. So the Virginia Cavaliers offense has the ball for the first time. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys.
It's a fumble. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. Look at the big fella roll. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Cavaliers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll get rid of it. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and managing. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Pulls it in, it's Thompson. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Wants to go up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's got enough, and it'll be a first down for Washington. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll run it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
And on 3rd down, you run a screen. I think you're hoping to try to get the defense in a blitz, flying up the field, throw the screen right behind them. It didn't happen. They guessed wrong. Defense did a great job playing discipline, playing sound, making the play.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Oh, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got it behind the line. It's Glenn. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. He's got his man. He gets it down to the 40-yard line, but he's going to be a little bit short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try along with it. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. Now the lead is down to 11. And he's going to bring it out. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They've come out red hot already with a 14-3 lead. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. He now has 91 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. To the air on first down. He's got his man. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Encroachment defense.
Defense a little too eager. That's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. That last one was just a crushing penalty for this defense. Here comes 2nd, and there he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving. You give them a first down.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long, setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
Skips away from pressure. Flips it out in the flat. At the 35, he's loose. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down. On the move. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go when you...
Deep shot for the end zone. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
You know, these throws to the perimeter of the field can be so tricky for a quarterback. You've got to be pinpoint accurate and have great timing. You didn't see it there from the QB.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got an open man. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. And the Huskies had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Got his man out of the backfield. They've got him down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Still some work to do here on third and goal from the 3. They'll go to the air. Big fella moving. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. And after that short completion, what will they do now? Just a few inches to go.
Yeah, and you wanted to get the ball out quick, and you wanted your receiver to make the play for you and get the first down. You don't. Now, decision time, 4th and short.
Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. On the run, it's Ali. I'm not sure he made it out of the end zone, and it is a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Dumps it off in the flats. Oh, he's got some space. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. First play of the period, first down here. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. The Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. Give to the running back. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Washington! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Throws for the tight end. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. The Cavaliers come to the line in the hurry-up.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Handoff to the single running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's really worrisome if I'm the head coach, watching my run game suffer the way it has early in this game. That's why you're down by a lot of points right now. The only way you're going to change the scoreboard is if you're able to find a way to start running it. So if you can't do it with your running backs, you got to think about QB runs, jet sweeps. You got to find ways to have balance and be able to get it done on the ground.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They'll leave it with him. Turning it on! Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's first down. Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's Thompson. At the 35, he's got room. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Gets it to the back. Got enough space. Touchdown, Huskies. And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Wide open downfield. Smashes through the tackle. Flying down the left side. Touchdown. Cavalier. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do, build the lead. Now, Palmer, it's a different animal. Now you got to protect them.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Extending the play. Flips it out to the back. Breaks into the open. He's inside the 40. At the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Husky.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Tough to beat in action, gentlemen. You know that. Let's take a look at the highlights. Western Michigan is getting hammered right now. They are the nail, and that figurative mallet is just pounding them into the ground. What a bad look. They're trailing by 16 to Ohio. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And the Cavaliers come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive.
I think a really big key in the RPO game is having really good rhythm and timing. Offense didn't have it there, and that's why it falls in.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking. The Cavaliers have it with a 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Ali. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 25. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. He leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the deep.
There he goes. Nice move there. Rustled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Takes the easy completion. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time.
Racing down the left side. He's at the 30. 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
Fielded in the end zone, it's carry on. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Right on the money. Oh, he's got some space. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Throws to the tight end. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll try to get the first through the air. Oh, they're after him. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great scene today in Seattle. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's head back to the gorgeous Pacific Northwest and the fellas at Udub.
Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start, turning it on! Bust through behind his pad. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Backed up now, here's second and long. They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here.
That is a good omen for this defense. They were getting lit up in the first half. They knew something had to change. So to set the tone like this early on their opening drive of the 3rd quarter and get a stop on 3rd, that should really help their confidence.
Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. The give to the single back. Crosses to 40. Still on his feet at the 45. He's loose down the middle. And he slipped through the crowd, and Hill helps it. Touchdown, Husky.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
And he knocked that one right down the middle.
51, Virginia, 20.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Looking for a crease. It's Ali. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Makes the catch. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Cavaliers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Quickly to the tight end. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Encroachment defense.
Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. Offense set on 1st down. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. looking to scramble. Oh, they had the screen all set up on first down, and he couldn't make the catch. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Neutral zone action. Defense.
The defender crossed the line a little bit too early. It's a free 5 yards for the offense. Defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 5. Power football with the run. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Huskies pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They're going to ride this running back. Breaks into the open. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run. They're low.
And the ball is loose on the return. Kicking team's got it. Touchdown!
And this is why a lot of coaches don't kick the ball out of the end zone. They want them to return the football so something good can happen. So you can put a hat on a football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer, and that's exactly what the kickoff unit does.
Man, I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down the field and hurt somebody. That was a huge game-changing play to not just create the turnover, but to score a touchdown.
Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. The Cavaliers send out the punt unit. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
And the Huskies come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that third and short.
Despite coming up short on the previous 2 fourth-down attempts, this offense will try it here again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab past the marker. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside. Defense.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. He's headed to the end zone, and he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Touchdown, Huskies! And they take it in for 6 more points.
nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
That makes the score Washington 72.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off-play action on first down. Got his man on the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. He'll pull it on the read. Got a little space. All kinds of room to the right. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Cavaliers. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the back. There he goes. Boy, did he just scorch that defense with that score.
He shows you all of it, Reeves. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback now breaking the field. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the 3rd. We've reached the break. It's Washington holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Here's the handoff. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. And the Cavaliers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. The Cavaliers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Rides the back and leaves it. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. They bring the punter onto the field now. He's getting plenty of work. 4th time we've seen this guy punt it today. He's got it. Bulldozes his way through. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The give to the back.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Good pick up there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. This time they'll go to the running game. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Huskies can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll try the run. Oh, he's got a chance. Turning it on. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Washington. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Running back searching for a hole. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Rushes on him. Blasted as he lets it go.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy. And because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football. And that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the 4th quarter.
Working the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. To the air on 1st down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to throw again. Makes the grab over the middle.
When receivers are running slant routes against man coverage, sometimes you get open using speed, but sometimes it's pure physicality. This receiver does a great job using his hands, and then he's able to fight his way to the inside. At the end of the day, he just wanted that football more.
Starting to feel a little pressure. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. 6th play of the drive coming up. Looking downfield on 1st down. A strike downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. And the Cavaliers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays.
Touchdown, Virginia! Snagged in. To give them 6.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner will be brought down. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
They'll run the screen. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. He wants to change this route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Using his feet to buy time. Cannot get away. It is a huge huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. And the Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Floats it out in space. Still running at the 40. Oh, he's got some space. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Huskies. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Handoff to the single back. Runs through a tackle. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the running back. Danced his way through traffic. Pick up a 4 to the 19. The Cavaliers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And here comes the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Makes the catch at the 35. He's got great speed. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The handoff keeps working on that clock. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The give to the tailback. Powers through the defender.
In situations like this, offensively, when you got the lead in the 4th quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
A little release to the back. Breaks into the open. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd? And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated, whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams. They have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Hands it off. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Finds the tight end. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. That last completion still leaving them with a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Forced out of the pocket. Quarterback's got the 1st. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. And the Cavaliers will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Timeout called by the defense. 23 seconds left on the clock. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The Cavaliers decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. He's got him in the flat. Across the 45. There he goes. They're able to make the stop, but this offense running plays and racking up yards all the way to the end as they get the W. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us for